I'm feeling thrown into a pit of despair. Recently I have posted quite a happy and optimistic image of this book captured together with my kitty cat. His name is Muffing, by the way. This book is written by Jessie Burton. It's the Muse, the same as I have written in the title. And today I'm going to review it, but with a little bit of spoilers, because I just wouldn't be able to hide it. And I want to warn some people who probably will be very intrigued by it and will think that it's an easy reading. It is not. It is the same horribly painful as the Miniaturist, but probably a bit stronger than the latter, because for some reason these characters, they get reach of your heart a bit easier and much faster than characters of the Miniaturist, where you just feel along with Petronella and don't think so much about the rest of them, until it turns that the people around her, they are much more interesting, you know. But in this book, it starts so nice and so bright, and I like this main character which is presented at the beginning of the book. On this brief description of the novel, her name is Odelle Bastien, and she is living quite in the present time, which is 1967. The year 1967. It's after wartime, and there are many people and many places which are harmed by all what has happened, but at the same time she has a lot of other problems connected to that. She's black-skinned, and people look at her with kind of prejudice, and that's what she's struggling with, that she must feel more confident. She's a writer. She is way more developed than people think about her. She has quite a developed mind and an interesting nature in her, and she's kind at the same time. And what can I say? This is not a prepared review, but this is an honest one, and I just have read it. There are a few pages left within afterward, and what I didn't peruse that much because I was just running with my eyes through the rest of them, and just pain throbbing in my throat, just that. It's unbelievable how it turned out. So the present time is year 1967, but at the same time it goes back occasionally to around 30 years ago. It goes back to year 1936, which is pre-war time, and there is a revolution in Spain, and the main characters of that period, they had to move to Spain for some reasons. First of all, the mother of the family, Sarah is her name, she is kind of sick. She is depressed. I still couldn't understand what's wrong with her, but for some reason she sleeps all the time and she's lost. So it's mentioned that in her youth she used to be a bright and frivolous woman, but now when she is confined in a family circle, she doesn't feel that happy and she doesn't feel willing to do anything. But then when they move to Spain together with her daughter, which is already quite adult, she's 19, her name is Elif. The father of the family, Harold Schloss, he is German initially, but he speaks English all the time, except for that when he swears and with only one shit word, which was surprising and funny for me because, well, in reality in Germany many people swear only with this word because the rest I just don't understand them maybe, but I hear the shit all the time. So that was the funny note, and let's return to the review. This family is lodged in Arazuelo, as I was reading all the time. I don't know, maybe I pronounced it wrong. And they are living among the nature and close to a village. They meet with brother and sister, Isaac and Teresa. The brother, as it turns out, he enchants both mother and her daughter, Olive and Sarah. Olive is a painter, but her father doesn't want to take her for serious. There is mentioned the moment when she says that she shows her painting, and he just says, "Okay, just present it to your mother." And after that, she forgets about her dreams and she's just moving along with her parents. But at the same time, she still paints. And when she meets Isaac, she falls in love with him. She's so dependent on him that she doesn't wish to see the truth. And what breaks my heart so much, because I like Elif really, really much. His image is more impressive for the father of the family, and he takes him for serious. So he would never look at his daughter this way, just because she is a woman. And this book shows also the crisis of women in that particular time in the 20th century. It was developing that women in the period of just 30 years got a little bit of rights, and well, they could show that they can do something not less wonderful than men can. But there was also part of old-fashioned people who just looked at it made by women, and they didn't want to reach for the sense and the matter of it, this art or whatever it was. The same thing was in the Miniaturist. It was about the smaller part of society. In Amsterdam there was this man who loves men. It was more meaning what he was representing himself. And in this book it's the same. These characters, they are more about representing something serious about that time than personalities. They understand that they are not very meaningful, but they want to achieve something which would be meaningful in a way that everybody sees, that they want to turn the world another way. They want to change the notions of people, the feelings, and how they think about that inferior part of society which is subdued. All these characters from the present time, from 1967. Yeah, 1967. They're quite good. They are not so dramatic as people who are confined on that mini island of their dreams, their expectations. I like them much more, but maybe because I just don't like feeling pain. It was more gripping to read about the past, for the same reason probably. The strength and power of these people who deal with all the problems of that time is just shocking. I think it's worth reading, but at the same time you should wait till you have the most... Maybe if you're having the worst and the hardest time of your life, you shouldn't get reach of such a book. This book tore my heart apart. I really have a broken heart now, because after reading this, and I'm a person that I don't know, I think everyone is important. It hurts me when I'm reading about characters which are touchable for me and which I can connect myself to them, and then suddenly someone just destroys them from the inside. Someone just reaches their heart and squeezes it painfully, and then I feel the same, and it's just... This is about this book. It is gripping. I couldn't take my eyes off the lines, and I couldn't stop reading, but at the same time I couldn't continue reading sometimes. It was just so painful. It's written so well and so plausible that I can't say about it as the bad one. It is great, and it is terrible at the same time, because it is so heartbreaking. But with all the regard to this author, I guess it's kind of her vision of life, her style. She wants to show the truth. She wants maybe shed light on the problems of that time, which find their echo nowadays occasionally. It's a mix of incompatible stuff, what is going on inside me. I cry and I smile, and I cry and I smile, and I write. That's all. Now I will shut up. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will want to see more of my videos. And that's all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.